You know what time it is, everybody. Everybody knows what time it is. It's the Picks Six to make you rich. I'm Jimmy Kool-Aid. This is Mr. Kool-Aid Man. He's wearing the Phillies hat because the Phillies just won. And everybody is excited. I'm excited. And DJ Eddie's excited. DJ Eddie, where are you at right now?
I'm at Tropicana Field right now. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays are in that playoff game. There's 3 fans in the stands. They can't even give these tickets away. They stink, and their season's about to end.
Take the camera off and put it back on Jimmy Kool-Aid because that's lame. I didn't know that we had you at the lamest spot ever. Those are lame fans. I couldn't believe what was going on there. What happened there when the Eagles went there 2 weeks ago? We took over Tampa Bay Stadium and we won the game. It's a joke. Tampa Bay people are just a bunch of golden girls. They're all retired. They're like, oh, thank you for being a friend. I don't care if we win the game. It's a joke. But let's get into the 6 picks to make you rich because I can't deal with any kind of old nonsense like B. Arthur and Betty Rose. Come on, Eddie. Give me some picks. What's your first pick to make us rich?
First pick, Jaguars, Bills, London game. I think it's a 9:30 start Eastern time. Buffalo -3.5. They're just better on both sides of the ball, and Josh Allen's better than Trevor Lawrence. That's why we're going with that pick.
I'm going to go the reverse on that, Eddie, and I like the Jaguars, and here's why. The more desperate teams, you never account for the desperation. That's why you make some bad picks, Eddie, because the desperation is a big aspect. It's desperate like you when you were trying to get a date for HOCO, for homecoming. This is a homecoming weekend. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you were the person who made the fucking stadium that made that like, oh, please go to the homecoming dance with me. And the girl turned you down because you're a pathetic loser. You know, that's how it goes. And that's how it's going to go with this week with that pick because you're pathetic and you suck. So I just don't see that working out for you. I see actually the Jags pulling it out because they're the more desperate team. Let's go into pick number 2. What do you got?
Titans, Colts. I like the Titans -2.5. And nobody's more desperate than you, Jimmy Kool-Aid, just letting you know.
That's weak. Why are you picking the team, you son of a bitch? Do you want me to chase you down there in the lame-ass retirement cocoon like Tampa Bay area and say, hey, Wilford Brimley, where's Eddie? So I can chase him down and beat his kneecaps in and make him a piece of shit and paralyze him. Like, why are you picking the picks that you're picking? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand. The Colts are on a roll, and I say that like they're probably going to win because they have a dynamic offense, and Shane Steichen is really showing himself as a good coordinator that's turned into a good head coach, that's turned into somebody who could take a quarterback that's really making strides with Richardson as a rookie. And for you to pick the Titans in that situation makes me want to throw you in a wood chipper. What do you think about that, Eddie?
That would hurt. But we should move on to the next pick because I don't want to go in the wood chipper. So, next pick is Saints Patriots. You talk about desperate teams. I think I'm going to go with Belichick on this one. -1 Patriots. He's desperate. And I just think the Saints are frauds.
I gotta agree with you on this one. It's pretty much a toss-up. It's a -1. You don't know what's gonna happen. But Belichick has lost the last couple games. I don't see him losing 3 in a row. I see it as a situation where Belichick salvages himself. Mac like somehow makes the game win. I agree with you. I think the Patriots win.
All right. Mac Jones gets the win. We both agree with that.
But you're still a piece of shit, Eddie. So let's get into the next pick.
All right. We're going to go to Texans Falcons. I like the Falcons -2. I think the Texans are just a terrible football team, and the Falcons are an up-and-coming football team with Bijan Robinson. That's why the Falcons are going to win this game -2.
Eddie, this is almost a throw yourself in a wood chipper pick, but I think I'm going to go with you, and here's why. Because the Texans are due for a fall. Like the Falcons have been underplaying, and if they just throw their tight end the football, I think they could have a couple wins. C.J. Stroud has been way overplaying his ability, and I think he's due for a downfall. He's like if the Texans win again, my mind will be blown because they were already set for like maybe 3-4 wins this whole season, and they've been playing out of their minds. A lot of it is because of C.J. Stroud. And do we say, is he legit, or is this just like a fantasy because of the schedule is easy? I don't know, but I think that Atlanta's the more desperate team, and I think that the tight end has a huge game this week, and that's the difference. Let's get to the next pick.
Jets Broncos. I have the Jets +2.5. I think the Broncos are on a downward spiral, and they gave up 70 points a couple weeks ago. I just don't believe in that football team.
This is the loser bowl, kind of like when you got together with your friends. You're a bunch of losers. This is the loser bowl. Everybody associated with you is a loser. I don't know what to do. Sean Payton's coming in being like, oh, I'm going to right the ship. Ride, Broncos, ride. It's a joke, all right? Ciara is already having sex with 50 Cent. It's a go. It's a joke. This whole situation is a joke, you know? Everybody's a ridiculous mess on both teams. Everyone's like, oh, we thought we were going to be so good. You're not going to be so good, all right? Sean Payton, without Drew Brees, you are a pile of trash. You aren't a good coach. And everybody thought you were going to be like, oh, I'm going to fix things. Oh, really? Are you going to fix things? How about jumping in with Ciara and having like a threesome with Sean Payton and everybody else that's involved? Who knows what's going on? You're a bunch of no-win teams, and your relevance is zero. So who even cares what happens here? I'm not even taking this game because that doesn't make sense to put it on Jimmy Kool-Aid's roster. All right, I don't want this stinking up my my picks. It smells like shit. The whole thing sucks. So let's move forward.
Jimmy Kool-Aid. Jimmy Kool-Aid, have you been drinking?
When am I not drinking, Eddie, you scumbag? I'm going to march down to your house. I'm going to beat you up and throw you in the gutter where you belong. You belong in the sewer bothering children.
All right, we'll just move on to the next pick. Next, last game, we're going to go with Eagles at Rams. I like the Eagles -4. I think the Eagles are the best football team in the NFL, right? I just think they're, top 3 team in the NFL. And I think they're better than the Rams. So that's what my pick is, the way it is.
I want to agree with you. Eddie. But at the same time, I lost money on them because I took them last time against the Redskins. I worry about them traveling across the country to play. I worry about them covering. They're not great at covering. They're good at winning, but not great at covering. So if the line was 2.5, I would be all over the Eagles. But it's not. It's not 2.5. It's 4. So it's past the field goal, and I don't see the Eagles winning past the field goal this year. So I think that that's a stupid pick, and I think that you should throw yourself into oncoming traffic for making it because you're a piece of shit and you don't know how to fucking win football games. And that's just the way it is.
Well, Jimmy Kool-Aid, you just summed it up right there. You need to evaluate yourself, though, Jimmy. You don't need to be judging me all the time. Evaluate your personal life first. But how about we go to your parlay? Do you have your parlay ready?
Yeah, let's get to a parlay. Like, talk about your parlay first, Eddie, and then we're gonna get to our parlay. And Eddie, are you spitting on the people as they're walking out of the Tampa Bay stadium? Because I hope you are, because they're scumbag fans and they don't know what it is to be real fans.
Listen, Jimmy Kool-Aid. There is no reason to spit on the fans because there's nobody here. I can't spit on anybody, Jimmy Kool-Aid.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So you just spin the records and you get out of there as soon as you can and just collect your check. But let's get into the parlay because we're starting to integrate because we're ahead of the curve here at Broad Street Misery. We're trying to be like ahead of the curve and get with AI. Are you guys familiar with this? Artificial intelligence, as using it as a reference for picks. I don't know if you are, but we use it for parlay. So Eddie, let us know what do you got going on?
This week, our touchdown parlay, our super parlay is David Montgomery of the Lions, George Pickens of the Steelers, Ramondo Stevenson from the Patriots, the running back, and Dallas Goedert, the tight end from the Eagles. 4-pick touchdown parlay.
4-pick touchdown parlay. So please go and see if you can choose that pick touchdown parlay. Throw $5, throw $1, throw $10. It's not a big, bet. Parlays like that, you just want to see what happens. I also have an AI parlay. My AI parlay is Matt Stafford will break his arm in a game and then have sex with a hooker in the locker room after the game. So that's like a little AI thing. I don't know. Artificial intelligence tells me that. I give it to you, the fan. So, I mean, whatever happens, happens. So, let me know what happens. We're all going to like take in the games. I'm excited about the NFL. I know you're excited about it next week. So, let's get busy. What do you think? Kool-Aid Man's excited because the Phillies won the first game against Atlanta. I'm excited as well. I watched that game. I've been blacked out for the last 2 hours.
We can tell by your performance today. We can definitely tell by what you put together for this program. But Jimmy Kool-Aid's a drinker, and this is what you're going to get. So, this is what we're going to have to go with.
Eddie, just know that you and everyone that you care about, I will push into traffic, all right? So close this show out. Jim, producer Jim, just make sure you know I'll send you horrific computer viruses that'll shut down this whole program.